so that you're more in tune with the horse. But you can bounce around as long as you're in the rhythm. That's fine. Don't be scared of movement. Accept it and absorb it. That's better, Holly. So you're not trying to push your bum higher. You're pushing your hips higher. Keep your bum lower and push your hips up that way. That's better. That's better. It's not about gaining more altitude through the back of your ass. You need to like imagine that it's more through your hip. That's good. Now use your leg. More. More try. The horse is waiting to accept, you know, he's there in the rein contact. He just needs to drive more through to it. Make your circle a little smaller. Oh, you're cantering. That's okay. Turn the outside hip more this way, Holly. That's it there. Right, keep your hip turning across the front of your body. Much better sitting down, Holly, by the way. Turn your hips. Open this knee. That's it. Lead across your left foot because that's the way you're turning, Holly. Right hip more. Go with him. You're on the correct diagonal. Come on. Keep this trot, Holly. Bum low, hips high. It's alright, don't worry. I was Gemma's fighting her own horse. Oh, it was one of them too. Diagonal. But that's good because it was just a little jump, you know, and nothing happened. Okay, but you can, yeah, but you got it back. Like at one time you would have stopped and gone, name but was normal foot properly, and now you're making the adjustment. And riding is continual adjustment, Holly. You know, we don't stay still. Nothing stays still when you ride. So you've got to adjust, and that's when you look like you're still, because you are making constant small adjustments all the time. Everybody is. But to look at, people just look like they sit there not doing anything. And that's when we come back to like the duck swimming again. On the surface, doesn't look like you're doing an awful lot. Under the water, paddling like mad. No, seriously, Holly, this is a lot better. The sitting in the canter's so much better. No. Okay, so we're going to go and do a walk to canter this way. And what I want you to really think about is the turning of your body. So you need to imagine that all the time you're sort of thinking about a central point on the circle. If you want to look at me, that's fine, but you need to get that hip so when you're cantering, like to canter left, you need to be like that. So you lead across the left leg, keep the right hip like lined up with the right shoulder so that the left hip and the left shoulder are slightly further back. And you're trying to turn your feet in the direction of travel. So your feet are turning, your hips are turning, your shoulders are turning. Everything's turning the same. If you hold, yeah, just hold a minute. I'm going to come to the front of you. So we've talked a little bit about this before. So if he's bending to the left, then both your shoulders should, like your right shoulder should be lined up with his mane. Your left shoulder should definitely be this way. Yeah, and imagine your hips are coming that way as well. And then just stand more onto that left side stirrup. Just yeah, because if I was on him now and I was going to turn left, that's where I'd be. I'm like, yeah, we're coming this way. Yeah. He's like, that's right, Mummy. More in canter than any other pace. Yeah, a little bit walk trot, more so in the canter than any other pace. Because that's where they're taking like the least strides, if you like, to get around the circle. So they've got to take more of a bending line on each stride, if you like. Yeah, he will. Good, that's fine, that's fine. And what was good there was his reaction was really quite strong. But yeah, this is good, Holly, well done. Stand on this left stirrup more and keep your body the same. This is good, this is good. And now what you have to do, Holly, is find the way to pull your seat under you so that you don't bounce. So as he lifts you, push under with your bum. Yeah, push under with your bum, breathe and accept the canter. Very good, push your bum under. Well done. Stay with the trot. You are on the right diagonal. And this is great, I love this trot. This is exactly what you need to be doing. And you're with him, Hollie. Keep your bum low, hips high, keep the turn in your body. Super, really good, Hollie. Best I've seen you. And yeah, really good with your chest as well there. I was about to say really good with your boobs, but that's wrong. Good. This is really good, Hollie. So, you know, like when he went into counter that time and he was sharp, you know, at one point you would have absolutely shit your pants, but you were just like, yep, dealing with it. Go large. So to go large, Hollie, what have we just done now? Oh. Right, so same thing applies, Hollie. Close your knee, not your lower leg. Close your knee on the left, not your lower leg. Right? Keep rising. Right, we'll stop then. Make it clear. Whoa. Legs off. You've got your stirrup now, carry on. We'll find it. Keep the pace steady. Hollie, either stop or find your stirrup, but make a decision. Sit in the saddle, stop. Right, now find your stirrup. I didn't know you got neither. That was good. That was good. I didn't know you'd only got, I thought you got the outside one still. No, because you didn't panic until, funnily enough, you were in trot going, I can't stop. You know, you're in canter, you're like, it's fine, I'm holding it together, I've got one foot back in the stirrup, and then you're like, he's trotting and I can't stop him, so I'm going to panic now. But that was okay. Right. Carry on. Yeah, but at one time, that would have been a disaster. And now it's not. But that's what I was saying to you before, you know, when you, if you ever lost a stirrup before, you'd be like, stop, I've lost a stirrup. And I used to say to you, you've got to find them as you go, and not see losing your stirrup is a big deal, because he doesn't know you've lost a stirrup until you make a big deal of it and start to flap, and then he's like, oh my God, she's flapping, I'm flapping too, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. I've jumped round cross-country courses with no stirrups. I lost a stirrup, well, my stirrup leather actually broke and I saw the stirrup just go. And I was only a fence 4 on the cross-country. And I was like, well, what do I do? If I stop, I'm eliminated because there's too much time's going to go by the time I go get another bloody stirrup. What should I do? I'll just carry on. Horse didn't know. There was a girl once at Chatsworth, galloping around the cross-country. She landed over a fence, lost both her stirrups, stopped and put her feet back in. I was like, you're fucking on a cross-country course, retard. Why have you stopped? Get your feet back in your stirrups when you're going. Yeah, because when the panic takes over, the lines to the horse are just no longer there. It's like a bad mobile signal. You're on a good signal, really good signal, and then suddenly you're like, hello, hello, still there, and the horse is like, what the, where is she? You know, like, that's something, I suppose, because I've ridden from being really, really tiny, but that's something that I suppose I never had to be told, because it's something I just knew, that no matter what, you keep the lines of communication with the horse until you're no longer in touch with the horse, and that means you've fallen off or whatever. But even if I fall off, I still try and keep hold of the bloody things. Got a nice scar on my arm to prove it as well. Yeah, but over time, you'll stop doing that, Hollie, because when you get more confident and like, okay, I've lost a stirrup, no big deal, I'll ride with no stirrups, I'll find them, you know, that will start to take over rather than the panic. Because the panic is less than it ever was before. Yeah, I was saying that would have been a disaster. Yeah. Yeah. Weird. That's weird. Do Do you know, I've never ever thrown myself off a horse at speed. I've thrown myself off one that's been stood. No, I've thrown myself off horses that have just been bucking and won't stop. But I've never thrown myself off one in canter or gallop. I couldn't even imagine doing it. I'd be shit myself. That would scare me more than actually taking the fall. Yeah. Well, we're going to get around to that eventually anyway, aren't we? Right, so he's edging to do probably a canter, so you're going to actually go right and trot. So you're going to do the opposite. So turn your body other way, going right, Hollie, right, and trot. Good. He's in his zone now because he's cantered, he's quite warmed up. Just diagonal check for 2, Hollie there. And again, now, it's because he's feeling good and because you're riding him in a better balance, he's more able to go forward. So he's starting to offer you more, which isn't a bad thing. Just turn your hips more again this way. Remember what we said about lining up with his neck. So see your left shoulder has been lined up with the top middle section of his mane. And your right shoulder more this way to the inside. Good. Hollie, well done. That's good. Your shoulders look a lot softer now as well, you know, because you're turning more naturally into the circle. That's good. Keep your right hip back a little more. Yeah, stand on that right stirrup. So, you know, marginally, it should only be like maybe 5% more than the outside leg, but always a little bit more on the inside. Good. Because you've got to sit against the force of the circle as well, so that does mean you have to sit more to the inside. Otherwise you get like the roundabout effect where you get thrown to the outside. He's absolutely dying for canter, Hollie, so he's dying to have a canter. Make your range shorter. So I want you to be able to adjust this rein length, and that's the thing I want you to practice this next week, is to make adjustments to the rein without him noticing. So you have to be very subtle and clever, but that I want you to be able to feed up and down that rein so easily, because it still looks like it's quite a big task to kind of lengthen and shorten the rein. And so you need to be just more adept at it. He's very sensitive, so you have to be very clever, because he does notice if you pick up the rein. Well, are you asking more of him? Do you know, like, and because you're more able to move with him, he's offering you more. So he's like, yeah, come on, Mum, do you want to canter? And you're like going, no, not really. But your body's telling him otherwise, so he's like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's definitely much better now. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where you should be. It just looks miles better. And he will bend more easily because you're sat in a better place on him. Make sure you still sit right side seat bone. You're slightly out to the left. So you just need to kind of go, yeah, sit on the inside one. That's really good. Yeah, you see, you can make any edge you want when you sit in the right place. And we all fight against that. We all fight against not being able to contour. Well, is he square or you? No. Nicola's going to come watch all these lessons because it's like humour of a week. It's not square behind, but it's a straight halt. Okay, let's shorten the rein. Come on, Hollie, shorten them. Don't mince about with this now. Shorter. They're still too long. Way too long. Better. And trot. Turn your hips, turn your shoulders more. That's good. Go. Go with it. Sit down. That's it. Lovely, Hollie. So keep your lower back forward. Pull your bum under you. As he pushes you, push against it by pushing forward in the saddle with your... Yeah. That's good. Keep that shoulder lined up with his mane. Exactly. Good there. Very good there, Hollie. Now trot. So just soften, think trot, take a breath. Good. You're on the correct diagonal. Stay with it. Good turning through the body. Keep the weight on your right side foot. That's super, Hollie. Go large with that and make that adjustment, please, to this stirrup. And keep adjusting it till it gets back into the right place. Good. Adjust the stirrup on your right foot. Thank you. You change your diagonal then. Yeah. Keep the tempo, Hollie. Come on. It's set off beautifully out of that canter. That's good. Good rising. Use your knees and thighs to adjust the level of your rise. Inside thigh. Adjust the level of the rise. Good. Remember to turn the shoulders. It's okay, Hollie. It's okay, Hollie. Breathe and settle him back. Yeah, well done. Good for you. Keep going. Don't you quit. You see, you've got to gloss over things like that. Reassure him, Hollie. Hands down. He needs you to tell him this is okay. Not you go, fucking hell, shit. Keep trotting. Don't you quit. So when you come down here... No, keep trotting. Do not avoid it, Hollie. Come on. There's nothing there. Right, you have to say, there's nothing there. Not, fuck, there's a big monster behind that fence. Let's not go there. He's looking to you. You dealt with it really well. Now don't avoid it. But deal with it. So as you come down here, go, okay, maybe he might have a little spook. Let me take just a little bit more of my fingers. I think there is somebody in the garden. Yeah, I mean, good for Bradley, because he is super aware. So, contact, reassure, not let's run away. Thank you. And you need to get to the point... No, he's not going to his mummy. You need to get to the point where you can do that in trot or canter. Hollie. Yeah, but nothing went wrong. He's spooked. He's a horse. Horse spook. But what you have to do then is like you're now sat here having a post-mortem about it. You need to stop that. It's over, it's done, forget